my YouTube land. This is your girl Coco929. I'm out actually walking. What is that? Found something in my pocket. I'm like, what is that? Anyway, if it ends up being too much air in my headpiece, then I will cut the live off and I will record when I get back to the house. So I'm trying to keep up with this fitness thing I got going on right now. And I want to talk about something. Married folks, especially females. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so why is it when you date dudes, you give him everything? You feed him. What I mean by that is you cook for him, you serve him. Y'all, look at that dirty cat. I can't stand that cat. My cat be going crazy in the house looking at this cat. Anyway. Hi. You serve him. You wash his clothes. And you take care of him. Okay. You take care of him. And you bend over anywhere he asks you to bend over at. You know. Have the dirtiest, nastiest, best sex you ever had in your life. You share your bank account. I've even seen some people buy property with a boyfriend, a girlfriend. I think that is so asinine. My opinion, my platform. So don't at me. Why would you invest all of that in somebody who you can break up with at any time? At least, if you have his last name, you have to go to court and the judge can disperse evenly. You have something to fight with. When you're dating somebody, not so much. Okay. So, but why is it when you say I do, okay, you stop cooking, you don't serve them, sex become routine, or either non-existent for some, you too busy, when he comes home you don't greet him, you keep talking to Lakeisha, Ashaniqua, whatever them equals. Forget bending over. You barely want to stand there. You don't get a kiss. If you do, it's a peck like you would kiss your grandmother. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it flips. I just don't understand some women's mentality behind that situation. And I can only speak positively from a female and a wife's point because that's what I am. I'm a female and I'm a wife. And I can say my experience when it comes to males, but I don't know because I don't live as a male. I'm not a male, nor do I want to be. Even when you're dating, you go to the nail shop, you want it to be all cute, you know, and you're like, yes, boo, my boo gonna love me. You go buy the great wigs, you get your weave did. I mean, you go out for boo. But as soon as you say I do, it's like it's a wrap for some of y'all. And I'm saying some of y'all because that ain't my forte. I refuse to be freaky when I'm dating. And then when I'm legally and biblically approved to be freaky, I stop it, okay? Or serve a boyfriend, give him, You know how y'all like to call him zaddy. The hell? And I don't even cuss, but that brung a what the hell out of me. What the hell is zaddy? Sorry, y'all. I felt that in my shanana. I don't get it. Why give a boyfriend husband privileges? I don't get that. We have a lot of young ladies who do that. It's like you feel like the more you give him, the more that's going to keep him. But baby girl, that ain't so. It's not so. Trust me. There's been a lot of women who kept saying, next year he gonna marry me. We've been together 3 years. Next year he gonna marry me. We've been together 7 years. Next year he gonna marry me. We've been together 15 years. Your kids is grown. The family knows, bruh. You know, y'all take on common law status. I don't, maybe some of y'all okay with that. I've always wanted more in my life and felt like I deserved it. And I didn't stop until I got what I wanted. And then even now, I still challenge myself. And that's why I tell people, I ain't jealous of nobody. I'm my own competition. And that's the truth. And that's why I can celebrate my sisters. Because when you're not jealous and you have a good heart and you know who you are, why not celebrate your sister? Why not tell her, you go, girl? Like, I've met some incredible women, some crazy ones too, on YouTube. And I want to say, bye, babe. She gets a lot of smoke, but she can handle it. And my heart goes out to her because it's draining after a while that you always got to fight. Nevertheless, when you're a fighter, it comes first nature. You feel me? Like getting up in the morning, washing your face, brushing your teeth. But everybody always say this girl lives in a 1-bedroom, you know, and she has a daughter. Okay, let's just say for kicks and giggles, she does. Your point. I think that's smart advertisement or smart business. It's two of y'all, your baby's younger. You got a 1-bedroom for the baby. And say your living room furniture turns into a bed. Your point? I'm saving money. I got stocks. You know, that's not her truth. I'm just saying, they make it sound like it's a bad thing. I don't get it. She ain't asking y'all for nothing. She ain't on assistance. She's a businesswoman. Get into it. You know, this child, and I don't mean to call her a child because I'm older than her, but this lady is a landlord. She bought her a condo, which happened to be a 1-bedroom. Check that out, people. Sold it. Renting it out to where she has residual income coming in, where she can live where she want to live. Now you tell me who's dumb. Seem like a very intelligent person to me. What you think? Then I met Bama Girl. Bama Girl. This lady blew my mind when she said, Coco, I own my own funeral home. Say who? I mean black women doing it. You hear me? And see, and she's got 5 kids. And she's got a husband. And then some idiot on YouTube, we will not mention her name at all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. AKA the rapless wonder. She tried to make fun of Bama Girl because Bama Girl has 5 kids. Your point. When has that ever been a dig? She's not asking anybody for any, you know. Okay. My girl, the BBK, she works. Very intelligent woman. I'm just saying, I just found out that another lady that I met on the street, Seconos, her and her husband, they done sold houses. Business minded. See, you attract who you are. If you full of mess and drama, then it doesn't surprise me who you follow on YouTube. If you think you're better than everybody and only you and your degrees matter, hint, hint, then it doesn't surprise me who follows you. If you're a business person, but you can get down in the dirt and scrap if you have to, I follows you. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, y'all, stop. If you okay with everything, that's fine. But I'm seeing a lot of times, who broke a glass right here? A lot of times, females give men more privileges than a man will give them. And it's a difference between a woman, a lady, and a female. Those are different. Okay? You a female by birth. Okay? When you come out with the slit, they announce you. It's a girl. You a woman by age. Okay? When you grow up and you pass 18, they consider you an adult, so you become a woman. You a lady by design. What I mean by that is your mentality has to change. Your mindset no longer thinks as a girl. Your mindset thinks, okay, let me set some goals, conquer my goals. Let me carry myself in a respectable manner. Let me make sure that when I leave people's presence, I leave them positive and not negative. See, that's a lady, you know. So, again, my platform, my opinion. But I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we give males everything in us. And most of the time, males, okay, wear you out. So, I just, I don't get it. I've always wondered that. Like, okay, when I was single, I was all about making sure my kids grow up positively and that I was their role model. Some of y'all have listened to my videos and y'all heard some of the stuff that I went through and that I did. Let me explain the difference. My kids didn't know anything. The things that I did to put food on the table was done when they were asleep or when they were away. Yes, I stripped, sure did. Yes, I did other things, like when I was working for a particular restaurant as a cashier. I was so good with math, nobody wanted to go in the drive-thru. And I said, you put me back there. So I became almost a permanent drive-thru person. And I would, depending on what I needed at home, or what my kids need, I would take the call on the speaker. I would quote them a price. Anything that was originally five something, like if they told it came up to $5.65, I would say $6.65. Put the money in the door, stuck the other dollar up on the cash register. Am I proud of that? Nope. But I ain't gonna deny it either. If it came up to 10 something, $2 got added. Oh yeah, we don't play no games. Because if I got a need, I got a need. So, call me a hoe, call me what you want. But my thing is, I'm back in my driveway, y'all. My thing is, you are not going to be with me if you can't help me. I got kids. I got responsibilities. I can give my own self a wet butt. Facts. So I'm gonna tell y'all, look at my truck on the flat. But I'm gonna tell y'all, uh, my auntie used to tell me, she used to say, I tell you what, if you make a man pay for it, he won't be so readily able to tell people that he had to pay for it. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I said, say what you want, but I got needs. My kids got needs. And at the time, if I needed the money, it was what it was. You want me to private dance for you? Okay, this is what it's gonna cost. If I have to touch you, this is what it's gonna cost. For real. Grown people stuff. And what makes me somewhat upset and really hurts me, dang, they done been all in my truck. I'm gonna knock these kids out. Knocking stuff all down. Anyway, uh, and what makes me mad, like I said, is when young women, and some older ones too, and that's a shame because you should know better. But nevertheless, give their stuff away for free. Give their stuff away for free on a promise. You know, and what's so funny is, like my neighbors, my female neighbors, when I lived in the projects, you know, I had my own place in the projects, and I worked. You know, I used to come home, and we go out, and next day, my neighbor knocking on my door, talking me out. Mom sent her kids down my house. My mama said, "Can we borrow some milk?" My mama said, "Can you take her somewhere? She don't have no gas money." My mama said, I mean, tripping. Can we buy some flour? You got some grease? You got some soap? You got some soap powder? You got some bleach? And I'm like, you just let this dude from the club jumping up and down in your guts for half the night, and he's gone, and you still left with what? A memory and some wetness between your legs. I think not. It's always business with me. I think not. So when my husband met me, y'all, my husband knew he had to come to me correct. And I'm going to tell y'all this story because it's a beautiful story for real. I had a dream one night about this dude. Well, let me start out first. Okay. My next door neighbor, who turned out to be my cousin, was dating this dude who lived with her. And they wanted me to go to this dance. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go because I worked, y'all. I had to be at work like 4 in the morning, you know. And I was like, yeah, I don't go like that. And they was like, girl, come on and have some fun. I'm like, okay. So I ended up going to the dance. And the dude who was dating my cousin and lived with her, his brother was there, and it was some of their friends that they all was cool with. And so I was sitting at the table. You know, everybody was real nice and stuff, and I really had a good time. They tried to hook me up with one brother, okay? That's a long story. But anyway, um, so my cousin's boyfriend, we're going to call him Tim. Okay. His brother was there with the girl he was dating. And he wanted to dance. She didn't want to dance. So he got up, came all the way to me, and said, would you like to dance? And I looked at her. She said, honey, I don't care. Go ahead. Because, you know, I ain't going to disrespect no female. So I'm like, she's like, honey, I don't care. Go ahead. I ain't dancing. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, got up. He pulled my chair out for me. You know, we head to the dance floor and we danced. You know, we danced actually 2 songs. So then after that, um, came back to the table. He poured out my chair for me. I sat down. He went back down there with her. Another song came on. He's like, you gonna dance? She said, no, I'm not dancing. He looked at me. I said, shook my head, yeah. He got up, came down there where I was, pulled my chair out. Went to the dance floor, girl. We danced more, girl. So later that night, after all of us left, we were gonna go out to eat, and everything. But I was like, I knew I had to get up. I wasn't going out to no eat. But since I was riding with them, I had to uh, stop where they stopped. So we stopped over. The dude I was dancing with, we stopped at his house because him and her, they lived together, and he was a dope dealer. Okay, and stuff. So we stopped over there for a minute. So they was like, Coco, are you gonna go to breakfast with us? I'm like, no, I'm going home. I'm ready for y'all to take me home. I got something to do in the morning. So the other brother, it was three brothers there. So the other brother, they said, well, he wants to take you to breakfast. So he came over to me and he was like, he just kept staring. I said, what are you staring at me? He said, I can't stare at something that look good. I said, something like that. He said, and you're cocky too. I said, no, just a short. So he said, you don't want to go out to breakfast with me? I'm treating. I said, if I go out to breakfast with you, I know you treat me. And everybody cracked up. I didn't think I said it that loud, but nevertheless. But I said, no, I don't want to go. And he said, well, here, take my number. Okay. So I ain't have no interest in him at all. Not like that. So they took me home. Next morning, I got up and I was ready to go do something. And my cousin ran down the street, knocked on my door. I said, girl, what? I'm going to go. She said, I got something to tell you. I said, what? She said, girl, sit down. So I was like, okay. She said, you know old dude that you was dancing with, right? I said, yeah. She said, girl, why come him and her broke up last night? I said, you lying. Because, see, my comment to my cousin was when she was dropping me off. And I told her boyfriend, too. I said, your brother's a good dude. He just need a better girlfriend. Just like that. He said, yeah, we know. So when she came down there and told me that, she said, girl, this is the kicker. I said, what's the kicker, girl? Like that. She said, the kicker is why he turned around and said, hey, where a girl that I was dancing with, the one with the big booty. She said, I dropped my mouth. Like, Coco? He said, is that her name? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, where she at? I said, she lived 2 doors down from me. He said, okay. He said, well, tell her I asked about her since I'm moving in with y'all. I said, he's moving in? She said, yeah, because he ain't got no other place to stay yet until he get his paycheck. I said, oh my goodness. Okay, now the freaky part about that, y'all, I was starting to tell y'all about my dream. My dream was I had went to sleep, and in my dream, I seen this dude that was him. But when I seen him, he had on a black suit, white shirt. His hair was cut real low. And he was standing inside of a church that had like red pews, a red altar and all this and stuff. And he was straightening up Bibles. Okay, y'all. And when I woke up, I heard, that's your husband. And I was like, oh no, because he has a curl. I don't do men with curls. No ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. Okay? So anyway, so when she told me he was moving down here, I was like, I'm like, nah, it can't be. I know I just heard that. It was just me thinking it. So when he moved down, I didn't know he had already moved in, later that day because I went somewhere and came back. He was sitting on the porch. And he said, how you doing, Miss Lady? I looked up. I said, oh, hey. I said, how are you? He said, I'm fine. I said, okay. Like I said, good to see you again. He said, you too. So then when I came out on the porch, the kids went in. I came out on the porch to sit. He said, do you mind if I come down and sit with you? I said, no, come on. I mean, yeah, he was so polite. I said, no, come on down. So he came down. We sitting on the porch. We was talking just about nothing and laughing, all this and stuff. So every time he would see me, he was like, how you doing, Miss Lady? How you doing today? You need some help? And all this and stuff. And so this was Mother's Day now, y'all. Check this out. It was May 11th. I'll never forget it was Mother's Day. And I was down my cousin's house, which is 2 doors down from me. We was in there having girl chat, talking about stuff we shouldn't even be talking about, but we was talking about it. And a car pulled up, and it had my cousin's boyfriend and the dude who I was dancing with. And they said, Coco, you need to come and see this. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get up. But they was like, come on, you better come and see this. Oh my goodness. Like, it was like 6 of us in there, 6 women. Everybody filed outside. It was like, oh my goodness, but me. So finally they said, Coco. I said, here I come. So I put my cooler down. I got up. Y'all not going to believe this. I got to the door and still hadn't looked up. When I finally looked up, How come it was the dude who asked me to dance? He had stepped out the car. He had on a peach short outfit. I mean, it was ironed, honey. Them creases in that short outfit could have sliced you, baby. Some Stacy Adams shoes, the sandals. Haircut so nice on his head and tapered. Oh my goodness. So y'all know I saw my dream, right? Because I told you at first he had a curl. And so when he stepped out of that car and I saw all that, they was like, "What you think, Coco?" I'm like, I gotta go. Yeah, I ran. No, for real. I'm not jabbing. I actually ran home. Went in the house, slammed my door, and was walking around in my living room like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, like that. So my cousin came down. She said, "Fool, open up the door." I said, "Uh-uh." She said, "Open up his door." So I opened the door and I let her come in. And I said, "Girl," I said, "he's fine." She said, "I know. And guess who he won't?" I said, "Who?" She said, "Who am I looking at?" I said, "Are you for real?" She said, "Yes, honey." I said, "Oh my goodness." She said, "Look, it's like this. We all going out to dinner. Now, he wants you to go too, but he don't want me to tell you to go. He wants you to just say you're going. Because when you go, he going to pay for your meal and the kids' meals. But he don't want you to think he's a Captain Save-A-Ho or nothing. So he don't want me to tell you that that's the plan." I said, "What? If it ain't the stupidest thing I ever heard." But I forgot one of their friends, that's what he is. He's captain all day long, honey. He meet these women, pay their rent, give them money, all that stuff, girl, and then they ditch him. So he wants to make sure he was not associated with that type of man. So I was like, ugh. So she begged me to go. She said, "Dude, I give you $10." I'm like, "Okay, well, you spoke my language. You're going to give me some gas money. Cool." So all of us, we had about 3 or 4 cars, okay, of dates and kids going to Ponderosa. We gets to Ponderosa, he's standing with me, talking to me, he's talking to the kids, they laughing and smiling, and everything. And I'm like, "You are really silly. So we get up here, and I'm going to pay for me and the kids' stuff, and he said, "I got it." And I looked at him, I said, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah, I got it." Everybody said, "Oh," and started like, "I do, we see you, we see you." And he just dropped his head out and started cracking up. And so after that, I said, "Well, come on." So we went to the table, me and the kids, and I was going to put them up in the chair and stuff. You know how you just a parent and you prepare where they sit. And he's like, "Let me help you with that." So he set them down and all this and stuff. And so everybody's, they doing what they doing, but they watching us, right? And so he said, "You want me to help you fix the plates?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah." He said, "Okay, so what does that one eat?" I said, "Everything but." He said, "Okay." So, he went on, fixed one of my kids' plate. I fixed the other one. He ordered my drink for me. He was like, "You want anything else?" I'm like, "Nah, that's it." And he sat by me and my girls. We had a real long table, but he made sure he sat by me with my girls and everything. And so when we left Ponderosa, everybody was like, "Let's go to the park. The kids can run around." And the dudes wanted to play basketball, and we was just gonna sit and act like we do. And everybody's like, "Well, we gotta go change clothes first." I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm looking too cute to be in the park." So then everybody said, "Okay, well, we're gonna go back and we'll meet back up at E's them place like that," which is 2 doors down from me. My cousin's name's over to E. So I was like, "Okay, well, they give me a chance to change clothes and all this." So of course, put on my Lazy Dukes and t-shirt, some sandals, and changed my girls and all this. And we was getting in the car and stuff, and we all got to the park. So I'm sitting there, the kids is having a ball. So I'm sitting there with the ladies, and we just talking, and they trying to drill me to see how far, if I really like old dude, and all this and stuff. And I'm tight-lipped. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just like, "He's all right. So they like, "Y'all talk every day. He come down to some porch with you every day, and and all this and stuff." So, cause I had never been courted before. He actually was the man who showed me what dating is, and it felt good. It really did. He was just different. He was the difference in everything I had been through. So, before we left the park, because everybody was great go, and was like, "We're gonna go back over Eve's house, and that's where we're gonna finish the night. We're gonna play some cards, blah blah blah." And so when he got in the car, no, before he got in the car, he said, "Hey," I said, "Yeah." He said, I want to know if you'll be with me. I said, I'm with you now. He said, you know I'm tired, man, but you be my girl. So everybody done got quiet. I didn't realize everybody was listening to us until I said, yeah, like that. When I said, yeah, everybody said, yeah, he did it. He locked her down. We didn't think nobody was going to lock Coco down like that. I said, shut up. So, of course, right there, me and him kissed. We hugged each other. And that was the story of me and my husband. That's how we met. It was so pretty womanish, and everything. So we both love to tell that story. And because he actually sought me, he really did. And I couldn't believe that the affirmation I said brung him in because I said, your brother's a good dude. He just need a better woman. I didn't know he was feeling me like that, and and everything. So I wasn't going to push up on another woman's man because I wouldn't want nobody to do me like that. But dude, she, at that time, she was something else. And so anyway, but I told him to be with me. You can't sell drugs because I don't do it. I don't want my kids taken. I don't want. I had been through that, y'all. I had different dudes, and that was their forte. Even though I gotta admit, this dude, even though he did that, he still worked. He worked a full-time job, and he did that, so he had money. And that brings me to my next point. When when we decided to be together, I told him, I said, look, in order to be with me, you got to help me. I don't have none of that you don't help me type stuff. He said, that goes without saying because I'm a man first. I was like, oh, okay, like that. So he did. And I was just testing them because I had already bought my kids stuff for Christmas. I had already bought that because I always buy their stuff like in September, the last part of September, beginning of October, and I put it up. So I was like, he said, what you doing for Christmas for them? I said, I need about 50 to get that layaway out. He said, I have it for you tomorrow. Next day, he left it on the dresser. I'm like, thank you. Add money right straight into my pocket. Get into it. So, what else? He gave me money because he didn't know. He bought me something, but he also gave me money for Christmas. He was like, do what you want to do because I don't know what you want to do. So, and everything. So I was the type of female, and I'm still like it. I was the type of female, I don't like to want for anything. So there are certain times when I would get paid or whatever that majority of my check will go to make sure I got like 5 gallons of like 5 different gallons of washing powder, like 5 different bleaches, fabric softener sheets, like 3 different big things of dishwashing liquid, soap, make sure that I have like soap stacked up, things like that because and toilet paper out the wazoo because you don't want to run out of stuff. And he noticed that when he started staying with me because he moved in with me. He noticed that. He was like, dang. He said, your whole closet is stacked up in here. I said, yeah, because I don't like to run out of stuff. And he said, I like it. He said, I knew you was business. Absolutely. So I feel like this, and this is my point. Women and young women, however you start with a man, that's how he gonna take you. Men are verbal. I mean, men are visual creatures. It don't make no difference if you plus size, small, whatever. Because if he approached you, he liked something. But it's up to you and your mentality to go from there. You know what I'm saying? So stop being so quick to give a man wife benefits, husband benefits. Stop that because you always will come up short in the end. Always because a man gonna be a man, a male gonna be a male. You feel me? So, if you find somebody you interested in, don't play no games, but just be honest. Be honest. But there is a saying to thine own self be true. You have to be true about who you are. What your goal is and what you're looking to get out of the relationship. If it's just a hit and quit it, then okay, let it be known that it's just, a hit it and quit it. But I wouldn't give up nothing until I get my money. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. If that's all y'all doing, if he's telling you, you know what, hey, you give me blah blah blah, and you like, hey, it's gonna cost you. And if he tell you, all right, what's it gonna cost me? You let it be known. If he give it to you right then, then y'all set up a date and y'all go for y'all grown. But if he says you, I ain't got that, okay, well holler at me when you do play and keep it moving. But just be careful of wearing yourself out with men that is not looking to wipe you up or to make you have a good future or to help you to be the woman that you want to be because out of everything, I feel like God brought my husband in my life, and I know some of y'all don't believe in God. That's on you, my platform, my experience. I feel like God brought my husband into my life to show me what a man was supposed to do, and also to heal me from my past wounds. Because when you start off your relationship, when you start off your life, you being molested, you having incest, you being raped. None of that is what I woke up one day and said, "Ooh, I'm 8 years old. By the time I'm 9, I'm gonna have a relationship with my cousins with the S's on the end. I'm gonna be molested. I'm gonna be raped several times by different people." That was not what I signed up for. However, it was my reality. So, when God showed me my husband, he was letting me know I have something better for you. He had his own struggles, and he tells everybody if it wasn't for his wife, he would have been dead. So we complement each other. Sometimes we're so different, but our differences make us equal. You know, when he met me, I was all about business. And he was all about fun, and so we balanced each other out. Now we equal on everything. I like to have fun. He likes to do business, so we're equal, um, and everything. So I'm just saying, I'm just talking what I'm talking. I just don't understand, you know, this millennium, not even a millennium. I'm going to stop saying that because some of these people, they ain't no millennium. Shoot, they've been around forever and they still stupid. And I call it stupid because you already see that what you're doing ain't working, but you keep doing the same thing expecting results. That's the sign of a schizophrenic person. Something's wrong with you. You know, Sit down and write you a list. That's another thing my husband told everybody. He said, "Come here, look at this. This is when we was dating." He said, "This is her second list." I always kept my list that I wanted to do. I would write down 10 things that I wanted to accomplish, and I kept it on the refrigerator. Why? Because you go into the refrigerator every day, and there's your goals in front of your face. Every time you go in the refrigerator, it's a reminder of either how far away you are or how close you are. So, and it keeps a reminder in you, and so that's what happened. I would, you know, put my once I complete one, like one sheet, I would start another one. And so he was like, this is her second sheet." They's like, "Man, you better step your game up." I heard his brother told him, because I was in the kitchen, and then I walked out of the kitchen because, I ain't got to set up under my boyfriend. At the time, that's who he was. Sure, he's a man. I ain't trying to set up under him like that. He's talking to his brother, holla. So his brother told him, said, "Man, you better step your game up." He said, "I'm saying." He said, "Man, she's on her second sheet of 10. I'm saying like that." So, it is what it is. And he knows what I've been through. Some of the stuff that's real, real deep, I tell him a little bit, then I stop. Because anytime he see that it's really affecting me to where I'm crying, like I done spaced out, he's like, come back. Come back. He said, "We'll talk about it later." You know. And so that's what we do. But there's nothing nobody can go to him and tell him about me that he don't know. And he'll tell you, "Okay, your point." Because he told everybody, he says, "Nothing y'all can tell me it's going to make me leave my wife." Now, boom. He said, "Nothing." He said, "I don't care if you tell me she was with old dude and all this and stuff." He said, "Whatever. I ain't going nowhere." So, and that was tested. Trust me, that was tested. And like he said, I ain't going nowhere. You know. So, we've been through heck and back. So I'm just saying, man, make your elections assured. Stop giving these zaddies with the Z daddy privileges. I mean, but if that's what your mentality want, or if you okay with it, that's all I'm saying. Be okay with whatever decision you make. Don't be saying you want this, but you settling for that. That's all I'm saying. If you okay with Zaddy, then boo boo, stay with Zaddy, okay? But if you know you want something different, and you settling for Zaddy because you're scared to be by yourself, are you scared that won't nobody love you, are you scared that you won't get married, that's no reason to be by yourself. Let me tell you about one of my sisters. One of my sisters, honey, when she got divorced from her husband, she said, "I'm going to live my life." And I said, "Okay, honey." Sister girl books her cruises every other year. When her kids were smaller, her and them kids, one year it would be a cruise by herself. The next time she took a cruise, it would be her and the kids. It's how she would rotate them. She would go out of town. Honey, she was living her best life. Do you hear me? She's like, "I'm single." And that's what I'm supposed to do. If a man find me while I'm doing me, great. If he don't, I'm still good. And that's how her mentality set up. I mean, so that's all I'm saying. Do you enjoy your life? you know. And I always tell everybody, make sure you put God first. And I'm not being over religious, I'm just real. In this world that we live in, you cannot afford to not have a relationship with the Creator. It just don't work like that unless you're a devil worshiper. Then if that's you, then boo-boo, okay, you can have it all by yourself. Because I was looking at B Loves, and she had Kiki Wyatt. She had Kiki Wyatt on her. And see, Kiki's in Kentucky like me. And Kiki actually has 9 kids, but she took in her husband's child, so that makes 10. She just had a kid 2 months ago, so me and her both got 9, okay? So my baby's 17, get into it. Um, but Kiki, she asked Kiki, what don't you do? Kiki said, go to hell. She said, that's something I'm not about to do and I don't do. And B Love said, okay. I loved that interview. I watched B Love as well, and her husband, and I'm saying this because it ties into what I'm saying. It's so much jealousy on these YouTube streets. It's ridiculous. At first, everybody was B Loves, B Loves, B Loves, B Loves, B Loves. But nobody expected that woman to blow up like she did. And she blew up like she did for 2 reasons outside of her. One was because of God, and the other one was because she has a supportive husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took her vision and made it prosper. He took her vision and made it into fruition. And so nobody really, if you think about it, thought this woman would be on CNN, MSN, another news show, and with her own sauce and her own seasoning pack, because it's a seasoning pack. You make it into a sauce. I use whatever you want. I use mine for different things. I put some in my greens. Honey, I'm good at it because I ordered the pack because I wanted to support another black woman trying to do it positively. And so, but me and my husband love looking at them. You know what I'm saying? So, but nobody really thought she would get that big. And so people started hating on her about her sauce, her seasoning pack. Some of the people that she was helping was dogging her behind her back, and she found out about it. She had to cut ties with some mukbangs. Um, it's just crazy. And so her and her husband last week made a video of them talking about, she said, I would never try to sabotage somebody's YouTube channel. She said, no matter how they treat me, she said, because that's somebody's livelihood. She said, like this right here, this is us. We live in she said, we live in a generation, we create generations of wealth. I'm going to sum it up like that. She said, so I don't have time, y'all. She said, I don't even read my own emails like I used to. She said, not that I don't want to, but I'm too busy. And her husband said, yeah, we be tired. We be tired. People don't put out here that this woman is high. She snorts cocaine. Why is it everybody on YouTube's go to? They said, Fad, the reason why she sniff all the time because she snort cocaine. Okay, supposedly the reason why B Love, when she go out of town and she stay in the hospitals, stay in the hotel because she's snorting cocaine. I'm like, really? And you know what's so sad? Most of the people that say that crap is us. It's us. you know, I don't know what you're doing, so let me create something that sounds good because I know I got some followers that's going to agree with it. And I made a statement up on the Be Live's thing one day. I was like, y'all hating on this woman. She don't even know who y'all are, but y'all know who she is because you on her video. And not only that, you see her on the news. Get into it. And y'all up here trying to throw salt on her game just because, okay, if you don't like it, if you don't like her seasoning, you just don't like it. But don't say it's the worst season you ever had and all the sodium. She said use as much or as little, get into it, as you want. Y'all the idiots that don't read, I don't get it. But each his own. Some people just don't like strong women. Some people just don't, but I'm so sick of our color. And, yes, I'm diverse because I'm four different, what can I say? 4 different blood types or 4 different groups all in one. I can't help that. Tell my parents. But the black part of me is really upset that people always, it's us that always tear us down. It ain't my fault you can't get out and get it. Okay, okay, case in point. You all know, and I can prove, a whole lot of people say a lot of things like an attorney. Come on. And they know they don't even go to the library, less known a law library. But, okay, I'm going to stop being messy. Anyway, but I have my doctorate degree, and I can actually prove it. I have my doctorate degree. But in order for me to do that, I have to show people my real name. And because a certain section or sector of YouTube believe in doxing as like a way of life, I won't do that to my family. I won't do that to dirty my daddy's name. I won't do that to dirty my granddaddy's name. I won't do that because I'm telling you, my family, we ain't the one. We not the one at all, honey. You got, we got, uh, okay, my auntie's husband, he was a United States Marshal. He was one of the ones that went in if the president needs to be arrested. He was the ones that went in to arrest the president. He's the one that can go to any state and lock up any cop, any judge, anybody because they're all under him. Okay. Uh, my daddy was a police officer. He actually was a detective. He worked his way to a detective, and plus he rings bells in different states because that's not all he did. He also sat with the government, in different capacities. So I could go on and go on. My mama, I can go on and go on. And when I tell y'all, if I was to put my information, like to give my real name, then some people here, like I have a cousin that found me, believe it or not. And she was like, is this such, such, such? I said, yes, cuz it's me. She said, girl, I said, don't say my name on here because these people dox. She said, I know. She said, I know. She said, you be careful. I said, I am. Because see, we're large. We're big. We have 3 different family reunions every year because our family is so big and we're in different parts of the United States. I got people in Chi-Town, I got people in Texas, I got people all over, you know. So, somebody try to dox my family, it's not going to turn out well. One, because the government don't play that, especially when you had someone work for the government as a United States Marshal. His family is under protection. You don't think they did background tests on us? I mean, checks on us? You don't think our name is in the database of who we connected to? Come on now. That's not going to turn out good at all. So, you know, I can't do that. I'm also an author. But, and then I just watch. I just sit back and watch. And I always want to be an encourager. I have my opinions about different things, but I do want to be an encourager, and everything. I try to be positive. When I hear something that don't make no sense, it just don't make no sense. And my philosophy is make it make sense. Because when it sounds to me, when it says Coco, does this make sense? I'm like, mm-mm. And most of the time when it don't make sense, it's a lie. Make it make sense. So I'm just saying, I just came on here to talk to my fellow women. If there's any men on here, I'm not excluding you guys today. Please chime in because I'm quite sure you all have women, you have wives, you have daughters. Chime in, let me know your take on my video, what I said, and even if you don't agree with what I said, it's a way to disagree respectfully. And I trust me, I read everything. I read what y'all post, and I'm so grateful of everyone who has subscribed to me, everyone who takes the chance to listen to my videos, and things like that. I just came on because I had a voice. I wanted to exercise my voice. I wanted to show you what a strong female, especially African American female, is. Someone who went through abuse, molestation, incest, rape, and the Lord allowed them to keep their mind, and they went far and beyond anybody ever thought they could. That's me. And I make no apologies for it. So anytime I can spare some words of wisdom, I do that. It's up to whoever to take it. Do I know everything? Heck no. I'm still learning as I go along. I'm learning from everybody else. It's other business people that I'm connected to, and I'm happy to say I'm connected to these women. I learned from them. One woman today says she wants to open up a prison to reform prison house as well. That she is opening up one. And see, that's somebody I want to be connected to because that's another business venture that I'm entering into. And I need all the advice I can get. And again, Bama Girl, she gave me some sound advice today, and I certainly appreciate that, So, and I don't, what's so funny? I'm not in that sector, but I don't have anything against anybody. And I can honestly say that even though people may hate me, and that's cool. I don't care. I really don't. I'm one of them females, I don't give 2 ucks. Trust me. So, but, you can't get mad at people for saying their opinion about different things. And that's what YouTube is. It's their opinions. It don't make it fact because I said you look like a gremlin. It don't make it a fact. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. So, I'm just saying. So I did my walk today. I made me it's not a sweat bag, a sweatsuit. I went old school, y'all. I got me one of those garbage bags and put three holes in it, two for my arm and one for my head. Put it up under my clothes, and I've been walking around in it because you have to sweat. So if you don't sweat, trust me, you'll get sick. You need to sweat. So okay, just remember what I said. It's almost 1 hour. I didn't mean for it to be this long. Just stop giving people husband privileges when they are not husbands. And some of y'all got husbands that y'all shouldn't even be with. But I ain't gonna get into that right now because I want to stay. I already done veered off topic several times, but I'm gonna come back on with that. I want to talk to the wives that's married and shouldn't be on both sides. You shouldn't be because you're still playing, or either you shouldn't be because he's playing. Get into it. All right, y'all. This is Coco 929 from Kentucky. Love y'all. Smooches.